For a long time, I really wanted to improve my social skills. And I think it started around when I was sort of 16, just starting sixth form, moving from an all-boys school to staying in the same school, but the sixth form became mixed. So I knew there would be girls around, and I was like, I've not been around a significant amount of girls for a very long time. Felt awkward, was like, I should probably try and get a bit better at just, socializing in general and then talking to girls as well, because I'm going to be around them all the time. They'll be at my school. Got to get used to it. But I did the classic thing that a lot of guys in this space do and just sort of obsess over something they want to improve, something they want to start, and never actually get down to it. And all I can tell you that happened between when I first decided that it was probably a good time to start being more social, all the way up to way over 2 years later when I've actually started to improve and start having actionable steps towards improving my social skills, was a great deal of nothing. But in those 2+ years, my social skills improved about a big fat zero. Like, of course, I was always still very comfortable socializing with my friends and with other guys that I've known a while, or maybe even some new guys, because I was used to doing that anyways, because new guys would come into my school in like year 9, I made friends with them. I was used to it. But girls, completely different ballpark. And I just wasn't comfortable interacting with them the same way I was interacting with guys. And put absolutely no practice into it, in getting better with it. And so therefore I just didn't improve. And you're wondering, why am I yapping to you about how bad I was with girls when I was 16? And it's because now I've actually started to improve these social skills. I wish that younger Jack, younger me, just began that journey then. Because as I've started, what I've realized is the hardest part about wanting to improve this skill, was taking the first step. It was taking the first step, man. It was simply just starting this journey. And that seems to be the case with most things that I've started. And it's a lesson I learned over and over and over again, is that the hardest step is the first step. And once it's taken, everything feels slightly easier than it did before, So when I got over the first hurdle of making my first approach in public, which I think was just telling like some guy on the street, I like his shoes, it felt a bit easier to do it the next time, and the next time, and the next time. And now that's something that we call momentum, by doing something, you build momentum, making it feel easier to keep on going and progressing forward. Which is why the first hurdle was the hardest, because we have no previous momentum helping us go forward. And now I've done it, it keeps feeling a bit easier. So I just wanted to come on here and let you know, if you're in a similar place that I was back when I was 16, not just with girls, but maybe with the gym, maybe with starting a business, maybe, I don't know, maybe you just want to start getting into reading more. I don't know what it is that you want to start as part of self-improvement, meditation, whatever it is. I'm just here to say that if you too think that it's necessary that you get into it and try and improve this skill set, and you've been obsessing over it a little while, you've been thinking about it maybe for a week, 2 weeks, you've just been thinking, oh, it'd be really good to start doing this. Or maybe you've even watched a couple of videos on how to improve this area of your life, but you've still not made any action towards it. This video, I want this video to serve as the start point of this journey, You've heard it from me. The first bit's the hardest. So just get it out of the way. It will make everything that comes after easier. With the gym, I get it might be a bit scary, new environment, people might make fun of you, might think you're cringe for trying to be a better person. Ignore them. Just get a subscription at the closest gym. Even if you just go to this gym for a month just to like get into the habit of being in the gym, because it could be a crap gym, and then you can move to a better gym when you're a bit more comfortable. Just sign up to the closest gym to your house and make a habit of going a few times a week. If it's starting a YouTube channel and you're worried people are going to see you and people you know are going to see you and make fun of you, that could happen. But look, just make your first video, pick up your phone, set it up somewhere in your room, I don't know, somewhere in your house, anywhere, record a video. It doesn't have to be at all related to like the sort of channel you want to set up when you actually are comfortable making a video. I just want you to talk to your camera about something that you can talk about for maybe 1 minute plus, and just upload it. Get over the fear of putting that video out there. Get over the fear of going into the gym environment. Get over the fear of going up to someone that you've never seen before in the street and just saying, hey man, good morning, or hey, I really like your dress. It's just stuff as simple as that. Get the first step over and done with, and then the rest is just that much easier. Let's not have you waste 2+ years like I did. Let's have you use those 2+ years to make even more progress. I want to see you succeed. And at some point, I want to see you overtake me if possible. And that all starts with beginning, like here and now. No more thinking about making the effort. It's time to start putting in the effort. So, just go and take the action. If it's all you take away from this entire channel, make it be this. First step's the hardest, so go and get it out the way. Because what happens when the hardest step's out the way? The rest comes that much easier. I made my first approach maybe a month ago or so. Ever since then, way easier. I've got to the point where literally on the day that I'm filming this, I told someone that I liked their shoes. I don't think they heard me correctly, right? Because they looked down at their shoes, looked back at me all confused as if I told them their lace was undone or something. And I laughed it off. I was just like, that's just funny. The idea of that happening to me before I started was terrifying. But because I got the first step out the way and I just approached someone and I felt more comfortable approaching people as the time's gone on, that thing that seemed so scary to begin with, it's not scary anymore, because the worst that happened, someone was slightly confused of what I said. Like, boo-hoo, like I didn't die, I didn't get hurt, they're not hurt, they're still fine. We just go about our days. That's how easy that bit was. And that was just like a little, I know, it's because like we get scared, and I'm just here to let you know, the way to beat this fear, this scaredness you have about this situation, you'll get over it like that the moment you actually take the first step. You'll realize the moment you take the first step, and there's no amount of explaining I can do that will substitute for the realization you'll actually have when you take the first step, is that when you do it, you'll do the first step and you'll literally look at yourself like, damn, that was so easy. I really built up this situation to be 10 times harder than it actually was. And it's so freeing because you're like, well, I've actually started now, so I can actually just keep on going. There's no reason to stop me from carrying on with this journey. And that's literally all there is to it. So I'm going to end it there before I end up waffling on for another few minutes, because I don't want to waste any of your precious time, because I want you to start right down now. So if you did enjoy, thumbs up. You want to see more content like this, do subscribe. We're so close to 100 subscribers. Thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed up to this point. You may as well get in now while I'm small, so you can like tell all your friends you knew a big creator when they were really small, because that's some sort of status symbol for people. And if you do want to say anything, put it in the comments. I do read basically every comment and reply to almost all of them. But that's it for this one. Have an amazing day. I'll see you in another video. Peace out.